Hello YouTube and welcome back to the FIFA 17 Sunderland career mode. This is episode 43 today, and as you can see, after the transfer window episode finished, we get into this episode with the first bit of gameplay on the channel in a while, other than Ultimate Team. So as you can see here, we're getting into the first game of this episode, which is in the FA Cup against Rotherham United, away from home. I've played a bit of a young side, Cameron Ward and Cohen Wood starting up front together, the two young centre forwards we have at the club. Hopefully they can do well. As like before, what we used to do, show all of the what we started doing after it was asked of me, is show the lineups of both teams before kickoff. That is the Rotherham team. I'm not too familiar with many of their players, but there is our team as well, with, like I say, a lot of young players in there. Kwame Kingdom starting, the goalkeeper we signed from Southampton starting, Danny Barrera, Cohen Wood and Cameron Ward starting up front together as well. 4-4-2 the lineups, and as you can see, they get a corner here in the 25th minute, roundabout anyway. They try to whip it in, Barini heads it away, Cohen Wood picks it up here as we try and get away on the counter-attack. We tried to play it out, but it's an interception by Smallwood. He then passes it in to Dawson into Clark Harris. Harris is then tackled, Barrera picks up the ball, gives it to Guerrero. He gives it to Cameron Ward then gives it to Cohen Wood out to Barini. Barini runs down this right hand side, cuts onto his left foot, looks for the pass, gives it to Cameron Ward with the strike, good save by Cam, and Wood is then able to catch it, pick the ball up, whip it in. It's headed away and then punched by Camp to get it further away before Adam Matthews is beaten in the air. But we try and get forward again here. Wood then plays it out to Barini. Barini once again cuts in on his left side, and now I just realized that this is the same clip. Which I am apologizing about because it has been a while since I recorded this, so I'm not too sure what was going on. And like I say, this is where we left off at the end of this clip, so I apologize for that. We do win the ball back in the air. Barrera gives it to Disa. He gives it out to Barini. Barini with the ball into the box. Cohen Wood actually steals it off Cameron Wood, going for the bicycle kick, but unlucky for him, it is well off target. So unlucky that Cameron Ward is unable to score the bicycle kick, but it's not that good of an effort, in all honesty. So as you can see, it's the 73rd minute here as we're coming towards the last 15 minutes of the game, and it's Rotherham trying to play out from the back. We intercept with Barini. He gives it to Ward, into Barrera. Barrera gives it to Kyle Lauren. Lauren into Servi. Servi tries to take on his man, gets tackled, loses the ball, tries to win it back. They play it out wide to Ford. He is running down the wing against Rico Henry. Ford still going, gives it back to their right back. Araujo is the man they try to play it over the top to, but the goalkeeper catches it. He tries to throw it out. Barrera not awake. Clark Harris gives it to their striker, and luckily we make the save, but Kwame Kingdom took out his man. Nothing happened from that free kick, and we're trying to get forward again with about 5 minutes to go. We win the ball, give it to Larson. Larson is then tackled, and they're trying to play it out from the back to try and win this game late on, but we're also trying to do the same. Kwame Kingdom with the tackle, but loses the ball. They're coming forward again though with Dawson. Dawson then plays it into Araujo, and it's eventually back to Dawson. Larson makes a tackle, but they pick it back up. Ford on the right hand side is tackled. Larson gives it to Kyle Lauren. We're breaking 2 against 1 here. Cameron Ward goes through on goal, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper Camp, and slides it in underneath him into the bottom right hand corner. And Cameron Ward, who has not had much playtime since Cohen Wood came in, because Ward actually scored on his debut, as I remember. Wood hasn't scored for the club yet, I don't think, but that is brilliant from Cameron Ward. Well taken goal in the 90th minute to send us through, which it should do. Actually, I'm sorry, I've just realized it's 2-0. I did not have the footage of the first goal, so that's quite weird, and I'm sorry that that has not been included. I've only just realized that that goal made it 2-0. So this episode has started pretty poorly, except we do go through in the FA Cup. I'm not sure what happened there. That is why they pushed that many people forward. So once again, I do apologize about that, but Russell Haber does accept his contract and is joining the club from the youth academy. Russell Haber, 6'4" striker, left-footed. Here's his stats. He's not too slow. He's looking pretty decent. 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. Isn't too bad on a striker, well, center forward, but we get more of centre forwards than strikers, but they do play up front. And we do get into the second and final game of this episode, which is away from home at Vicarage Road against Watford. So no games at home in this episode, and as you will eventually see, the starting lineup will come up, but there are a few players, if you do recognise them, some of them look nothing like they do in real life, so it is hard to see anyway, but I do recognise that that's Kyle Lauren and Andre Gray at the end there, the two strikers that will be leading the line, which is pretty obvious. Obviously, Lauren, in his first start since coming into the club, well, first start that I am controlling him, and well, he did come on in the last episode and get an assist, well, in the last game, and now he's getting his first start. I'm not sure who scored the other goal in the FA Cup game, so I'm sorry about that, but like I say, it was a long time since I recorded, got the gameplay from this. It was just finding time to record audio and commentary for these games. So Watford are coming forward here. In this game, Yanmad tries to cross it in, and it's a very poor ball by him, the former Newcastle right back. Bad cross by him. Dumitru takes the goal kick short to Gomez. Gomez out to Corchia. Corchia sees the run of Mathis, plays it down the wing to him, and he has room to run into, cuts onto his left, crosses it in brilliantly, and it's played on the plate for Andre Gray to volley it left-footed into the back of the net. Brilliant goal, but the ball from Mathis was amazing. Really good left-footed floating ball, and it's just on a plate for him to smash it into the back of the net. So here we go, Watford trying to come forward again, but they're tackled by Craig Farrell. Farrell then loses out to Pereira. It's given to Okaka. Okaka then passes it to Decore, who is tackled but keeps the ball, then loses it to Blinn. Blinn gives it to Lauren, out to Gray. Gray sees the run of Servi. Servi running through, tries to cut back onto his left foot, gives it to Kyle Lauren. Lauren has the strike, but it's poor. It's then headed down. They get it, it's headed into the air by Pereira, it's headed in again, and Lauren is able to get there to head it into the back of the net in his first Premier League game that I have control. Really good for Kyle Lauren to score that. It was a pretty sloppy goal. He seemed to head it up and then head it back past the goalkeeper to make it 2-0. Really good from him to score for the club there. And he was coming up now after getting the goal for Cameron Moore to get some game time in the team. The ball there wasn't the best, and Watford are able to try and play it out of the back now as they're coming forward. Not long left in the game though, so we should hopefully hold on for the win. Okaka's then tackled, Blinn gives it out to Mathis. Zakaria then tries to play it through for Cameron Moore, but it's not the best of balls. They're then playing the ball out of the back once again. They try to play it to Isaac's Success. Our player misses the ball, so he does get the ball, but Declan John makes a tackle. Success still with the ball, whips it in. The volley by Okaka is pretty poor. Watford did nothing really in the game, and that was one of the best opportunities actually, which almost came from a mistake. They also almost got through there, but the ball was just hit too long, and Dumitru was able to hold onto it. Cameron Ward then picks up the ball, looks for the ball out to Servi. Servi plays it through to Andre Gray. Gray has the ball down the left-hand side, cuts it, whips it in, really good ball. The header is back across goal, but nobody's there. And that is how that game finishes. A really good victory for us in the Premier League to win 2-0 against Watford and hopefully continue going with a strong run towards the end of the season to hopefully qualify for the Champions League for what I think may be the final game of, well, the final season with Sunderland, but you never know. As you can see, Alexis Blinn wants a new contract with higher wages. That is how this episode is going to finish, with us offering him that contract. So if you did enjoy this video, please do leave a like. It would be much appreciated. If you want to see any more of this career mode or any of the Ultimate Team series more, please do subscribe, as that would help me out a lot. But if you did enjoy this episode, like I say, please do leave a like. But once again, just want to say thank you for watching. See you later.
Bottom of the table, Wolverhampton Wanderers with 15 points, but only behind on goal difference. And then reading up the table, second bottom, Hull City with 15 points. Third bottom, Fulham with 20 points, with a game in hand on the team above.